Hey, good people. Welcome back to yet another episode of Chai and Cocktails podcast where we do not choke on it. I am your host, Fassie Tawu, and today, as always, our cocktail of the day is a Black Russian. Now, today I have an amazing co-host with me today. And if you do not know this amazing co-host, then stay tuned. Me in the house, my amazing co-host, Kohen Jaycee.
Hey, what's up? What's up,
Hi,
happy
Kohen.
people?
Hi, Kohen. Hi, Kohen. How you doing?
I'm doing amazing.
It's good to have you. You know, a few minutes ago, you were telling me how we have planned this for forever. And I just realized it's almost making a year since we planned for you to come on.
I mean, the audience didn't have to know that.
No, they do. Here we're authentic. We talk about everything. We're honest about
Fair enough.
everything, and we don't choke on nothing.
Guys, I've been trying to get on this podcast for the last 1 year.
You know, the truth is I've been trying to get you because you're the star, and I've been trying to get you. But I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here.
I'm happy to be here. Thank you for the invite, and
You're
thank
very
you
welcome.
for making
You're
it such a comfortable space.
You're welcome. You know, when people come on the show, I usually tell them to tell me who they are. And when they come on the show, they tell me, oh, I do this. They talk about the profession. But that's not what I'm really looking for when I'm asking, what are you? I want you to tell me who you are, aside from your profession. How do I get to know Kohen? Who is Kohen aside from the profession?
Kohen Jaycee is a peaceful Ugandan, first and foremost.
Okay.
I have no beef with no one unless you bring the beef to me.
Oh.
And I just love chilling. I love working. I love connecting.
Right.
And I'm just grateful. Like generally for the sake of conversation. Like I'm grateful to be in such spaces. The fact that, you invited me to have these amazing conversations with you. I'm really happy to be here. So I'm gonna make the most of it.
Okay. Well, for the fans that actually don't know you, okay, I've called them fans because they will be after this. The ones that don't know you, tell us what kind of music do you do? What genre do you do? Yeah.
Primarily, I like to identify myself as an R&B artist.
Right.
But I say this all the time. Like genres have become so fluid. Like nowadays, it doesn't matter if it's R&B or if it's dancehall, as long as it's music and it's communicating a message.
It's the same.
Primarily, I identify as an R&B artist because my voice is my main instrument.
Right.
But then also, I do a bit of dancehall. I do a bit of what. All I'm here for is to communicate, is to make sure that I talk to the right people the right way. So
R&B is known to be so much of emotions, so much love, heartbreak. Do you sing from your experience, or you just sing because it's something that I want to say, not just what I've experienced, or it's basically your experience?
There's stuff I've wanted to say, and I've said it on songs like Ability, on songs like What. But when I sing, truly it's from the point of expression. I just want to express myself in the most honest, in the most simplest way.
Amazing.
Because ideally, I believe so much in freedom of expression. Like the truest fulfillment we have as human beings is when we express ourselves fully. So
and since we have
I'm working every day just to make sure I put out.
Express yourself.
Yeah, I express myself.
Amazing.
I'm experiencing this life just like everyone else, and I share what I get from it through my music.
Well, since we don't choke on it, every time a guest comes on, we have a segment where we basically let out or rant about anything that you think bothered you during the week. We let go of the negative energy. So this is your chance to rant about whatever that pissed you off during the week. And for starters, I can go fast, so you get the gist of it. Now, personally, what really, really pissed me off this week, did I really have anything that pissed me off this week? This week was just long.
You must have.
I was just tired the whole week. I started being tired on Saturday last week. I was really tired of this week. So
isn't that when you're supposed to be chilling?
Yeah, that's when you're supposed to be chilling. But I was really tired of the next week. I'm like, no, I'm done for next week. But the good thing about it is that everything that I planned to do during the week came through. So I don't really have much to rant about it, aside from being tired, obviously. So
well. Me, I've had a long life. I have very many things to rant about.
Yeah, please throw them in.
We're not here to rant. We're here to celebrate.
Well, we're
Personally, I won't rant. I'll just, pay homage. Shout out to everyone that's, consistently doing whatever they do, and making sure it works out for them.
Right.
The artist, the painter, the news reporter, the podcaster. Shout out to you, man. We're always out here steady representing, try to make something meaningful out of nothingness.
And is it working?
For me, the fact that I'm here, I want to celebrate you.
Amen. That's nice. So, what do you think? How would I phrase that? If you were to express yourself in a different form of art, since you're about expressing yourself in a different form of art other than singing, what would be the kind of art that you?
It would be poetry. It would still be words.
You were doing poetry before, right?
Yeah, I am.
You still are?
I identify as a spoken word poet sometimes. There's someone on the set here called Jackson Brave who I used to. I used to do all those things with at Katochi and all that. So it's a very full circle moment. The fact that I'm here and I'm able to talk about the things that, make me really feel good about myself.
Amazing.
Poetry being number one. Because still, music at the end of the day is poetry. It transcends as poetry.
Yeah. You're talking about life, and I'm wondering if you were to, because obviously we're having cocktails, and I'm wondering if you were to describe your life with a drink, what drink would it be? What drink would describe your life perfectly? Do you have a favorite drink, or for starters, do you have a favorite drink? Maybe that could give.
I mean, I wouldn't, I wouldn't go as far as saying I have a favorite drink. Does it have to be alcoholic?
I mean, not really. It can be anything.
I recently discovered tamarind, and I've been enjoying it. Yeah, that's a good drink. But if we're to go alcoholic,
yeah,
I like myself some gin, because it's a roller coaster that just goes up. Like gin has no downer.
Yeah, true.
Goes up, goes up, goes up.
Amazing.
So my favorite drink would be maybe gin and tonic.
Oh, I should have made you a gin and tonic.
Well, you didn't.
Well, I wanted you to try something new.
And I'm liking it. It goes hard. Whatever these guys gave me, it goes hard.
It's working, yeah?
Yeah, like it's going crazy.
I'm glad you like it. You are in the music industry, and I'm trying to restrain myself so much from talking about music. No, I want us to get there later, but I'll still bring it in at some point. So you are in the music industry, and I wanted to talk about that. In the Ugandan space, do you feel like R&B is a genre that stands out a lot, or Ugandans love to stick with dancehall more? And how is the reception for R&B compared to dancehall?
First and foremost, I think the Ugandan crowd is a very party-going crowd.
True that.
They love to go out. They love to have fun. Do a couple of crazy things. And R&B as a genre, it does not necessarily subscribe to those,
the
norms.
Excitement of a party, yeah.
But I also feel like Ugandans are collectively experiencing things. They are collectively experiencing emotions. Like you don't only need to listen to music when you go out to the bar. Like you can listen to music at home. You can listen to music as you're driving.
True.
Somewhere. So for everyone that's making music for the bar, what about everyone that's making music for everyone else?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's also a misconception. Like we have this whole idea that all Ugandans love to be in the bar. No.
But they do. Ugandans do love to
Not
be in the bar.
When was the last time you saw me out in the bar?
Actually,
I am
don't remember.
Ugandan.
Yeah.
So I speak for a great number of them, and which also inspires the way I sing. Because from my knowing that, not everyone is looking for
a party vibe.
Yeah. Some people genuinely want to speak to their emotions. They want to talk to their feelings. And who's giving them that? So I took it upon myself, and I'm like, okay, maybe let me start talking about those things.
Okay. Now I'm curious, from your catalog, what is your favorite song that you have put out? Which is your favorite?
That's a trick question. I don't have a favorite song. It's like saying, amongst all your children, who's your favorite?
There is always a favorite.
There's a fan favorite, which I acknowledge.
Okay, but...
I mean, there's Not Letting Go, there's Siganye, there's Don't Leave Me. But I have a new favorite song every day.
Oh.
Because, again, I'm a very emotional being. I'm an empath of sorts. So I might wake up feeling very... generous, very outspoken, and my favorite song that day would be something that represents that.
Right.
And then some days I'll wake up sad and gloomy, and I want my music to also represent that.
Right.
So honestly, I don't have a favorite song. All of them are my favorite songs.
As long as it's your
As long as it's my song, it's my favorite song.
Right. Right.
But you can ask me what's your favorite song on a different day, and I'll tell you something different. Because on some days, not letting go resonates with me. I mean, I don't want to let go of this whole music thing. But then Siganye also makes sense.
Yeah, it
Like
does.
maybe I love it so much, but is it really what I want to do?
Actually, I think my favorite song of yours would be in Dinawe. I think that's my favorite. That's my favorite
I would
song of-
understand why.
You would understand, yeah? It is good. It is good. And because R&B is so much about love, so much about emotions, do you believe in soulmates? And what is your idea of a soulmate?
Well, I'm going to say this, and without fear of contradiction or what,
Right. Without talking
like
on
for
it.
the last 2 years, I feel like love is overrated.
Why is that?
Because, man, a lot is said, a lot is done. Like, people are not meaning what they're saying, and they're not doing what they mean. It's more like it goes, it's just something everyone is excited to experience.
True.
But no one is taking the time to actually understand it. I have a song called Love is Overrated, actually, which I want to put out really soon. It doesn't mean I've not felt it. Doesn't mean I've not been in love before.
So you
or
don't
not.
believe in soulmates and the
I
concept
do.
of soulmates?
I do. That's why the song is there. Like, soulmates are real, but the people that you're supposed to call your soulmates.
Who is
not.
a soulmate? Okay. Who is a soulmate generally?
From my own understanding,
Yeah.
a soulmate is someone who, you know, resonates with who you're trying to be.
Okay.
Not who you are or who you are. Like someone who resonates with who you're trying to be. Because I believe, from my perspective, love is a choice.
Yeah.
You know, you choose who you love. Like, they're not perfect, they're not
So
the best people to chill with, but you choose them still. And it gives me the understanding that love is a choice. And lately, people don't want to make the
the
hard
choices.
Yeah.
Well, I think
So they settle for this whole comic thing, this whole cinema understanding of love.
I really don't want to speak so much on love because I feel like I don't have enough experience.
Love is
on
the
that.
answer.
But like,
Love is the answer. There's a reason why we're
Soulmates-
here. You're here because you love this. Don't think
Yeah.
about love in a sense of, it has to be between, you know, me
Like
and
the
someone.
romantic
No.
concept of
love,
it, yeah.
Love is the desire to do something wholeheartedly.
but that's where the whole soulmate thing doesn't make sense. Because if your soulmate is someone that resonates with you, like you said, and you choose them, then it removes the whole concept. I like to believe that a soulmate is someone that was already made for you, whether you're perfect or not perfect, or whether you've improved yourself or you're still working on it.
We were all
You
made
are
for each other. I don't think anyone is here by mistake. Like, we as human beings,
so how
we're all
come we
made
don't
for each
relate
other.
with everyone the same?
You just choose not to relate.
Oh, so you can choose that today I relate
There's
to
a
this person
frequency
and-
at which I can speak to everyone.
True,
like-
true.
There's someone who's arrogant, I'll meet them there. There's someone who's soft, I'll meet them exactly where they are. I feel like communication is not about the knowledge or like the knowledge of your experience.
Right.
It's merely the knowledge of my experience. Like, have I experienced people like you before? To talk to you in a way that does not trigger you,
Right.
that in a way that does not offend you.
Right.
And from a communication perspective, like, what are you trying to say?
Right.
Like, are you just trying to say what you feel? Are you trying to impart knowledge? Are you trying to make that person feel better about themselves? Human beings, like, we were not designed to be alone. We were designed to be
Yeah,
with
I agree with you
other
on
people,
that.
with
Yeah.
something else, with someone else. That's why it's a community.
True.
Who pays you? Someone else pays you. You
True,
don't
true,
pay
true.
yourself. Who
Right.
listens to my music? Other people download Spotify and they log
then
in
they
and
they
they
listen
listen to my
in
music. I
and
can't
they
listen
like
to my
us.
music and I get 50,000 monthly listeners.
True.
That's a lie. It's other people. We were not meant to be in this world by ourselves. It's just crazy that we learn that a lot later.
Yeah, we get selfish. You know, you're talking about how people are supposed to be with each other. We're not meant to be alone. And recently, I've been hearing, okay, not recently, but there are rumors that in the music industry, there's a lot of gatekeeping, specifically in the Ugandan music industry. There's a lot of gatekeeping.
You
Do
know
you
yourselves.
think?
You know yourselves, but I'm not going to talk about that because, again, some things are really relative. Like it's how you choose to see them.
Okay.
Because me, my dream was to have a song with Maurice Kiria, and I have one now. There was a point in time when I dreamt of doing a song with Keiko, and I have one now.
Right.
I was like, Navio, greatest OG, I have a song now. A-Pass,
You
I have a song now.
yeah.
So if someone asks me, Kohen, are you successful? I am successful by my own definition. By your definition,
What's
I
your
might not
definition
be.
of success, though?
I was having a conversation with Jason earlier. Success is relative, you know.
Right.
Like it depends on what you sought out initially to do. And if you're closer to that journey, then I believe you're successful.
Right.
If you're a high school teacher and your dream was to be a high school teacher from the time you started,
You've succeeded in that.
you have succeeded
Right.
in what you wanted. Success, by definition, is the realization of a worthy ideal.
Yeah.
So me, waking up every morning, going to studio, singing to Ledra and being booked and being paid the money that I ask for, I am successful.
True that.
But to a bunch of other people,
they
they might not define
see
that
the
as
success. Yeah.
Yeah, so which is why it's a very delicate conversation. If you ask me from my perspective, I just told you. Success is the realization of a worthy ideal. And every single day that I wake up, I am trying, I am making sure that I am impacting people on a different level, on a level that is not just, you know, maybe etherical or whatnot. It's subconscious. Like I want to make meaningful connections. Like
Right.
Mose Radio spoke to me. I want to speak to other people.
Amazing. And you know how you say that success is okay. You've already achieved most of the collaborations that you wanted to be part of. Now, do you have a target for the next collaboration, or you feel like I've achieved what I wanted and I'm good here, or you have another target now?
Yeah, there's one thing to be comfortable,
Okay.
and I don't want to conform.
Okay.
Being a Ugandan artist, I always had a desire, because I like to identify myself as a Ugandan artist first.
Okay.
But again, that's something I always preach to my creative brothers. We are international artists based in Uganda,
Right.
you know. And the moment you keep telling yourself that your approach is entirely different, then you're aware that there's people who might listen to you from Mauritius. You've never been there.
Right.
There's people who are going to listen to you from Morocco, from Liberia, from Germany, from wherever, because music is a universal language, which now poses the next question, like you said. I am not limited by my exposure, you know, because I've been born in Uganda, raised in Uganda.
Yeah.
Almost everything I know is
It's
Ugandan.
Ugandan, yeah.
But I know the dream does not stop there, because I've been inspired by people who have done it bigger. Like the world is a very big place.
True that.
It's a very big place. I know Uganda is big, but guess what?
There are
The
other
world
bigger
is
places,
actually
yeah,
bigger.
than that.
Like
yeah.
there's people whose music is being listened to in Japan.
Yeah.
Like I've never been there. Like I don't, but I have streams from Japan,
Interesting.
and that in itself gives you a much clearer understanding of how you should approach it. Me personally, I'm stuck to growing my brand so that it can have international appeal, but it has to still be rooted in African
Ugandan.
culture, because I am African.
Right.
My name is Mwesigwa Kohen Revembera. You
Right.
understand? Kohen, yes, but Mwesigwa and Revembera, those are who I am, and those are who I want to be.
Right.
Kohen Jaycee is working for Mwesigwa.
Does that mean that Kohen Jaycee, when okay, let's just put it in the context of performance. If you're on stage, you're performing, you're Kohen Jaycee, right? You're performing. When you come back home and you're chilling with your friends, does the two personalities collide, or it's the same person?
I mean,
both
if you
ways?
know me very well, you know that doesn't faze me.
It's the same person. Both ways.
I'll say it here. I've been famous my whole life, one way or another, either for the wrong reasons or the right reasons. So
Okay.
I know how to deal with that. Like that has never been my worry, because even just my family, like my family name alone. I mean, if I said it, it would raise a little bit of scrutiny. But I'm not trying to do that. Like me, I've not been trying to ride on or piggy bank on someone else's achievements. I've been trying to build something for my own. I want people to know me as Kohen Mwesigwa or Kohen Jaycee Rwebembera, who did this,
Right.
who built this, who did that. And the inspiration came from, there's a friend of mine, he's a friend of ours, he's called Dennis, and he started, like he birthed the idea of Bantu vibes.
Right.
And the simple message behind it was freedom of expression. Like whatever you want to be known as, whatever you want to express yourself as,
You
just
can
be
do
free.
that.
Just be free. There's a platform that you're going to do that at a
Interesting.
professional level, at a level where you shall feel that you're doing enough.
And you're being hard.
And we did that. We did that all through 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022.
And still counting.
Still counting.
Amazing.
And for me, again, success is the continuous realization of a worthy ideal. The fact that I get on stage every day, the fact that I call Ledra every other day and he tells me, yo, bro, come through, let's make some amazing music.
Right.
I believe I am doing something. I believe I am a successful artist.
Nice. You keep emphasizing how you're a Ugandan artist. You're based in Uganda and Uganda and Uganda and Uganda. And the Ugandan music scene is, I think, very interesting because there's a lot that...
what do you mean
I feel like
interesting?
there's
Don't
a lot that
sugarcoat it.
happens that almost doesn't happen as well. You know how the Ugandan music industry is, I feel like it's very separated, yeah? Like, you know, the artists that are famous for Kadongo Kamo, they have their clique, you know? People who know them really cheer for them. And then the ones who listen to, like, urban artists like you, they also focus on only that category of artists. Then those that focus on dancehall, their listeners also only focus on that. So it just feels like each category is
Kind of
like
focusing
on their
own thing.
yeah. And that's why I feel like it's interesting and a lot of things happen in it. But also aside from that, I'm just curious. Cancel culture is a thing in most music industries or in the West, I would say. Is it a thing in Uganda? Have you noticed it in the industry? Is it a thing, or Ugandans just don't care?
I wouldn't say they don't care. Like they listen, they love the music, they support us, they come for our shows, they pay that 100K and whatnot. Again, from years of actually practicing, I
Yeah.
realized that the job is not just on the fans, it's also on us.
Yeah, true.
Like we need to show them what's cool so that they can actually resonate with it. Like
Right.
tell them this is cool, like this is what's trending, this is what's dope. If you have a really great song out there and you're not pushing it to the best of your ability, and I don't mean you posting TikTok challenges every day.
Right.
Like there's different ways of promotion. Which people are you trying to reach out to? Like which playlists are you trying to get on?
Does that fall in line with like your branding, or it's just
You are your branding. Those are questions that as an artist you have to ask yourself. Like where do I want to go? Where do I want to be 5 years from now?
right?
Do I still want to be doing shows in Uganda? Do I want to do Blankets and Wine 5 times? Or I want to do Blankets and Wine once and then I do Coachella?
Right.
And again, 5 years ago, this was so inachievable. Like it was so bleak. But you've seen people doing it. Like we have a golden boy, Joshua Baraka, who's doing very amazing things right now.
Right.
If there's a Ugandan artist who had a vision that was so bleak, this is the point where you see that the international market is really
ready to receive you,
ready
yeah.
to receive you, you know?
Yeah.
Unless you're just myopic and you have some tunnel vision. Like
Okay. Yeah.
it's where we're going. It's where we're going. And if you don't accept it, if you don't accept the change that is coming, then you're going to be left behind.
That's true.
There's a reason why Baby Cool dropped the album that he dropped. There's a reason why APAS dropped the album that they dropped. Coincidentally, these were not album artists,
Yeah.
but they gave you the idea that, hey, I can do an album. Because an album makes you... Man, singles in Uganda are consumable. They're edible. They're very easy to consume, very easy to digest.
True.
But a body of work sets you apart as an artist.
Right.
Like you have something to
show.
say.
Yeah.
And I believe not everyone is built to, to do projects or all these things. But for you as an artist, if you ever want to feel like you've grown, you need to challenge yourself. You need to challenge yourself in a sense that let me work on a full body of work and
Right.
see what that means to the people.
I mean, the funds are
It should be up
support,
to
yeah.
you. Like the fans are just there to consume. Whatever you give them, they'll take. If you give them 12 singles a year, they'll take it. If you give them one album a year with 12 songs, they'll take it.
You still haven't answered my question though. I still want to understand how cancel culture works in Uganda, how the reception differs from when they are canceling you or Ugandan
Why?
artists
Why are
don't
they
get
canceling me?
cancelled. You feel like there's no reason for you to be cancelled. You as
Like, I don't understand cancel culture. Like,
why?
I'll be honest. Even on the international level, bro, Jonathan Majors lost all his roles recently because of some stuff that happened, and then it later came to the public's notice that he had nothing to do with all that. But guess
Yeah.
what? They had already cancelled him. I'm not, as much as I'm here to make music for you, I'm not here to please you or make you feel good about
But
yourself.
like you say, that kind of falls in play with your brand and your personality. It's you see how your
It's a
music is you.
misconception. It's a
How so?
misconception.
How
My
so?
music is me. It's a true expression of myself.
But if you're a shitty person, then why should we receive your music? Why should your music
If I
be
was a
good?
shitty person, there wouldn't be any people listening to my music.
I don't really agree, but okay.
It would represent, it would reflect. Because at the end of the day, I'm not communicating anything other than myself.
True, true, true.
You would know. Like, you would know I'm an asshole if you listen to my music.
True. So you're not an asshole.
No, I'm not. Because the message I'm clearly communicating is love, is reconciliation,
Right.
is... Yeah.
Are
So,
you
cancel culture is, again, something I don't understand. Maybe in
Right.
the future I will. But right now I don't understand it. Because if at all we are all rooted in growth, in nurturing, in whatnot, like, where would I get the audacity to cancel you, like, and say you are not worth this? The startup that I started, the company that I run, is called Ninyowe. And Ninyowe in Runyoro means I am. That is the name of God. That is the truest base of expression. When you say I am a podcaster,
Yeah.
no one can say you're not. Because you have said it. You have said it from the truest form of expression, and now it is going deep into creation.
I want to agree with that, yeah.
So when I say I am an artist,
Yeah.
I don't think any presenter on radio can come and say I'm not.
Okay.
I don't think anyone on their YouTube channel with their 95K subscribers can tell me what I am and what I'm not. That power is
It's yours strictly.
mine. And when I lose that path, if they see it and they jump on it, then it's really on me. You can't say something and then you express yourself as something
In a
else.
different way, yeah.
Ninyowe Rwebembera, I am here to lead. If I'm not leading from the forefront, like, I'm leading from the side. There's very many people who have been inspired by the things that we are doing. They might not necessarily come up and say, oh, da 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 da. But I know. And I pray for you if you doubt my ability.
Okay, amen though. And so that means you're a religious person.
I'm not religious, I'm spiritual.
Okay, so you don't subscribe to any religion or denominational?
I would not say that, but there are very many doctrines. After growing up, after realizing, like, I cannot be subjected to someone else's will.
So what is the context of your spirituality? Where does it fall?
Self-realization, because at the end of the day, that is what we are all here to do. You are just a point of view of the whole universe. The whole universe is realizing itself.
Right.
And it just happened to give you the power to help it realize itself.
That's
So
why
everything you do is meaningful. Everything you do is purposeful. Like, you're growing towards something bigger. You're helping this thing realize its I. Every time someone says, I am, the universe grows bigger because it has realized itself through you.
you know, I believe in the power of manifestation, and someone was talking about the "I am" phrase. Obviously, when people say "I am," it's more like a godly statement, like you're owning that.
They don't understand.
Yeah, it's a godly statement. But then, the explanation of that was being given is when you say "I am," and then because I am basically is just God. I mean, it's something big, something massive, something that has really no limit to it, right?
I am is who you are.
Well, okay, let me just put it in the context
The thing
of...
is, you think you and this whole organization or this whole organism are different of yourself, but you're not. Like, you still eat food from the outside environment and you bring it into your inside environment, and then after you've taken everything you want out of it, you push it out into the external environment.
But then that puts a limitation to it.
No,
If you
that's an
understand
interaction.
I am
That's
as
a
a...
communication. That's a symbiosis. It's supposed to tell you that you and this thing that you call the world are not any different of each other. You are literally the same organism.
Well, you're just part of it, though.
You're not part of it. You are the thing. You are the ebb. You are the flow. You are the choices. You are the decisions.
Okay, well, that changes my understanding of it, because my understanding of it was, okay, God is a power, a higher power or something like that. So I am is basically taking on to, when you say I am, it's like you're taking on to that godly part of yourself. If you believe that God exists, because it does exist in
It's
everyone.
not just a part of yourself. It is who you are.
Well, yes, maybe, but let me get that. Let me get that.
Okay.
So yeah, if that is the concept, yeah, God is part of you, so you're part of God. So once you say I am, you are owning whatever comes next after that statement.
Creation.
So if I am an artist, that means anything that comes, the artist is who you are. You've owned it and you've made it. Yeah, you've made it part of you. So when you are manifesting and saying, "Oh, I am this," you're owning on to those amazing things that you want to come into
you're
existence.
tapping directly into the divine, the spirit of creation.
Exactly. And so where my point comes in, when you say I am, and the next thing that follows is a limitation or something very small, that means you've reduced your ability or your strength or your power to something just smaller. Let's say you want to be rich and wealthy and whatever, and you decide to say, "Oh, I am maybe $1 million rich," and that is not enough to define what I am is, because I am doesn't have a limitation. So if you are speaking something into existence and you believe in the power of God being above it, and you say I am, and then you say a small amount of money or a small role, that means you've just limited yourself to something smaller when you could be bigger than that. So when you're manifesting with the I am phrase, go for something that is beyond your expectation, beyond something that you think you can achieve, or something that you
Go for the impossible.
Exactly. Yeah.
If possible.
It's always possible when you are taking
Exactly,
on the
because from the spirit of creation, like I want you to think of something. Everything that you see here started as an idea,
True.
as a concept, something that was written on paper in 2D. Actually, it was one dimensional before. It was a thought. And then you put it on paper, you put it in the second dimension.
Right.
You made a plan. And then from the plan came the real thing into the third dimension.
Right.
It shows you how much power we human beings have. Like the spirit of creation is not, like it's not foreign to you. You know, the fact that I'm here having a conversation, these words are forming instantaneously.
Right.
Like chimps don't do that. Like to what use is consciousness to a talking chimpanzee? But then guess what? Like we human beings have the ability to comprehend our mistakes, our failures. And you know what other thing that we actually have that I feel is something that plays against us?
What's that?
Is our ability to plan for the future.
How so?
Because therein it shows you that your life is kind of premeditated. Like you have the key. You can say I want to be a professor and I want to teach kids for 20 years, and that you shall be.
Sure.
But then trust me, the chimpanzee or the elephant or the leopard does not have that same liberty. And it shows you again how much you as a human being, you have control over this time frame or this time space as a medium.
Right.
The decisions you make, the thoughts you think, they become things. That is the true essence of I am. Every time someone says I am, what are you thinking? What are you representing? What are you upholding?
Right.
Because thoughts become things. There's no one who, for you to build Mapera, you must have drawn a blueprint. Yeah. No, don't just think about it. Draw the plan, draw the blueprint until it's finished. The building has to be finished in the head before it can be finished in the flesh.
On in flesh, yes.
The plan has to be done in the head before it has to be executed.
Yeah, true.
You have to be aware of what you want to do before you can start doing it.
True. I agree with that.
So again, to answer your question, the essence of I am is rooted in relativity. it depends on what you as a human being want to do, what you want to achieve, and what you ask of this world, it shall give you. Because
True.
me, I will tell you, when I was in my Form 5, Jackson Brave can be my witness here. I said some things about being one of the greatest Afro soul artists in Uganda, working with Maurice Kiri and all these people.
Yeah.
And today I'm living my dream. I'm living
You
my
can
purpose.
say that happened.
I could not be the biggest artist in Uganda because, again, that is relative.
Right.
But in my lane, I don't go disrespected. And for me, that is the truest form of expression, because I talked about these things when I was in high school. I said, I want to be this, I want to
And
do
you got
this,
them into existence.
and I did them. So all I have to do is keep wanting, keep asking the realm of superstition, keep asking the realm of belief, like, can I be this, can I do this, and it shall keep providing to you.
Amazing.
Because what is a prayer? A prayer is you giving the universe a blueprint of exactly what you want.
Just telling them that this
Just telling it and believing. And for some reason, it always responds. It always responds.
Amazing, amazing. It's so does your belief in religion apply to your relationships, romantic or not romantic, social, whatever? Does it
No.
apply, or
No.
you just receive people how they
I
come?
treat people as people. People are people. They're not good. They're not bad. They're just people.
Right.
You see that person who was mean to you? There's someone who he's very soft with.
True that.
And that person who was very soft to you, they have a moment when they're very aggressive and you don't even know who the hell they are. So for me, I don't take people for face value. Like, I'll ask you a few questions. I'll have some intellectual sex with you. If you're a lady, I'll ask you a couple of questions. And I'll try to know what you think, where you resonate and where you lie.
Right.
And I know that's also very selfish, very myopic. But at the end of the day, it has kept me safe. You know, it's not right to put people in
a bubble.
Yeah.
Right.
But then if you know that people are people, like, they're not good, they're not bad, like, they'll do to you what feels right to them in the moment, then you'll stop judging them.
Okay.
Because even me, I've been an asshole, a fair asshole to a
You've
couple
had
of
your
people.
fair share, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
And honestly, they didn't deserve that.
Right.
But in the moment, they received it.
So you're remorseful about it, or you're like,
I'm
you
not
deserved it
remorseful.
then,
I'm not remorseful. I'm not in the business of regret.
Oh, okay. Okay, well.
Because that sounded rude.
Yeah, that sounded rude, but it makes sense, though. It does make sense.
No, like, I'm genuinely not in the business of regret. Because to regret means I'm faulting myself for everything I thought.
True that.
But I'm not. I'm not.
Okay.
So again, it means maybe we got off on the wrong foot, we disagreed, and what does that make us?
Make us people.
Human beings.
Yeah, it makes us people.
Makes us people.
Right. I have a story that I want to borrow your brain on, and you're gonna give me answers to the story, yeah?
Okay.
So a father and son are driving to go wherever they're going. So on the way, they get into an accident, yeah? And the father dies. So they rush his son to the hospital. And emergency, obviously, it was an accident. So they're trying to save the boy's life and operate on him. So the doctor walks into the operation room and looks at the boy and says, I cannot operate him. So people are like, why can't you operate
You're the
him?
doctor.
And then he says, and then the doctor says, of course, now the people are curious. Why can't you operate him? You're a doctor. You're the only one who can do this. Why can't you operate on this boy? And he say, and the doctor says, I can't operate on this boy because he's my son. And my question is, if the father died in the accident, then who is the doctor?
Rephrase.
I go with the story again. So the boy and the father are driving to their destination. They get into a car accident, and the father dies, and they rush the boy to the hospital. While at the hospital, they call the doctor to operate on the boy, and the doctor says, I can't operate on this boy because he's my son. And so my question is, who is the doctor? If the father died in the accident, then who is the doctor?
Wow. That's interesting. I mean, the father died in the car accident.
Yes, he died. Now the boy is here.
I mean,
and the
it's-
doctor
it-
is like, I can't operate because that's my son. let's borrow your brain a little bit. Take your time. Take your time.
It's the mother.
It's the mother. Wow, that's actually pretty impressive. Do you know how many people get that wrong? People's first impression are always it must be like a stepfather or like an adopted.
They're sexist.
Yes.
They don't think of women as parents.
Wow. Okay, that's good.
But yeah, it was the mother.
It was the mother. The mother was
Because the
doctor.
father died.
Yes, because the father died.
And it takes two to tango. So
Nice, nice. I'm actually really impressed that you get that, right? Because usually people
what
are like,
do you mean?
because normally when
I'm
people think
smart.
of a doctor going into an operation room, the first thought is
the
thinking
trick
of a
the trick
male
the trick is
being
doctor.
walking in. Yeah.
Because there's no doctress.
Yes.
So every time someone says doctor,
You just think of a
automatically
man.
you think of a male.
Exactly. So the fact that you didn't think it was a man first, you thought outside that, and you didn't say, "Oh, it was an adopted,"
I was about to say
adopted.
it was the aunt, but then I remember that's a nephew or a niece.
Yeah. So
It had to be the mother. It had to be the mother.
amazing. That's pretty cool. I wanted to talk about value in terms of male. You'll talk about the male concept, and I'll talk about the female concept. What do you think makes a man a high value man? What defines the value of a man?
Principles maketh man.
How so?
Why are you doing this podcast? Why are you waking up every day, to stress all these precious gentlemen to make sure they're here on time, to record this? Why are you doing that?
That's not really principle. That's more like what you say, the belief, the dream, and bringing it to reality, what you want to be.
They're not
It doesn't
separate of each other.
define my value. It just defines my goals, what I want.
If you showed up here late, I would know what your principality is.
Right.
But you showed up here earlier than everyone. Meaning you have principles, you have values that you uphold.
Right.
And for me, I feel like every human being should have principles and values because, like I said, principles maketh man.
Right.
If you don't have anything you believe, if you don't have anything you stand for, then chances are you're going to fall for anything. Like they'll call you in this political propaganda, you'll be there.
You'll be there.
They'll call you in this sports jazz, you'll be there arguing for Ronaldo like he's your brother. They do some Formula One jazz, you're there saying Lewis Hamilton's car had a problem.
Right.
And then they tell you, hey, why is your paycheck, why is your bank account on low? And then those are questions you
But
can't
still,
answer.
that doesn't make sense. You mean having opinions on a variety of things changes your value as a person, as a man?
I'm going to introduce a foreign topic called propaganda. Like there's a whole industry out here set to put you away from whatever you're set to do.
Right.
Like I can talk about porn, I can talk about betting, I can talk about like these are things that are not generally constructive to you, to your psyche as a human being, but they are things that are treasured, valued, and necessarily upheld. So for me, it goes down to what you truly want, because the question was rooted in what I want.
Right.
If at all I'm waking up every day and I'm making a plan, I'm checking my chat GPT and I'm trying to update my social media, then I'm in control of my narrative.
Right.
But if I wake up every morning and I'm just there chilling, waiting for the winds to blow me south, to blow me to whose studio, then I'm leaving it to superstition, I'm leaving it to chance. I am not in control. And I'm telling you, anyone who's operating from that field of perspective, the winds will blow them farther from their goal.
Well, I agree on that. I think I agree on you on the part of principles, because I think principles do determine how much value you have.
Principles make you. That's why a country has laws. That's why the Christian religion has 10 commandments. That's why every school has a doctrine. You can't be free-willed.
Right.
You have to succumb to something larger than yourself.
So
and it's more of like a choice for human beings, because truly there's nothing larger than yourself. But the humility of knowing and saying, okay, let me give this a bit more power for the sake of understanding.
Right.
It's like you saying, like, I'm not a rabbi, I'm not a messiah, I don't know what, but let me go and listen to a messiah. Or it's like you saying, I'm not the best artist. I'm not the best singer. But I know Mose Radio. Let me listen.
Let me listen to him. Yeah.
You know, like it's acceptance. It's not rooted in arrogance. It's rooted in knowing. Like, okay, this person does this thing way better than I do it. How
So
about
in
I
other
listen
words,
to them?
your value starts from you knowing yourself well enough and understanding
It's what
that.
I've been saying from the beginning.
Yeah, I'm getting it at
It's
the
our
end.
own. It's what we aim to do. It's our virtue to understand who we are, so that we can be better people
Right.
for the people in society or the people who are supposed to be there for.
Right.
Imagine, think about it in this way. Imagine you achieved the highest level of success for yourself. You would be a benefit to everyone in your life.
That's true. That's true.
That starts with you understanding and knowing who you are. Otherwise, you're going to be a burden
Yeah, true
to
that.
everyone.
True that. Wow. I had not thought of value like that. I always thought value really comes from how you present yourself. But then now
That's
that you've explained, yeah, it
perceived.
starts
That's
from your
perceived
perception of
value.
yourself.
That's
Yeah.
branding. My perceived value is not my value.
But then if you
I am
perceive
not
it,
my
that's how
ego.
you give out yourself.
You are not your ego. Your ego is a set of narratives, a set of beliefs, a
Yeah.
set of things that you think people perceive you by. But you are not those things.
Right. Interesting. No. Take it back. Take it back a bit. I'm trying to process it and it's not making sense. Perceived value doesn't come from you. It comes from other people, right?
It comes from you. It comes from what you can provide.
So if I believe that is what I am.
Do you think Savo is valuable? Do you think he thinks he's valuable?
I mean,
He knows
He
he's
knows
valuable.
for
He doesn't
sure.
even think it. That's why you know it.
right. Okay, that makes sense.
Like, I know I'm the greatest R&B artist this country has ever had
And we agree.
because I know it.
Yeah.
You don't believe in your father and mother. You know them.
Or
But
you don't
bel-
believe that
but
your
you
father
believe-
and mother,
You believe in
you know
Jesus
they are.
Christ because you've never met him. That's why you have to believe in him. That's why you have to employ faith. You don't employ faith with your parents.
You
You
don't.
see them every day. You know what they strive for. You see exactly what they have done for you.
Sure.
So belief and faith are two different things. You don't believe in your father and mother. You know them.
Yeah.
But you believe in religion because that is all
It's a different concept. It's
realm of
not known.
superstition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing.
So I
And-
know what I know. I know I'm great. I know I'm powerful. I know I can achieve anything I put
And
my
nothing
mind.
changes that because you know
It
that
has
already.
nothing to do with faith.
And that
It is
makes
the knowing.
that makes sense because perception it can alternate, it can change. But once you know something, it's just valid.
Yeah. And it took, I believe it took a lot of information. It took a lot of self-doubt. Because there's a song I have out there called Ability. And I would like people to go and listen
Go
to
on
it.
stream, go listen. If you still don't know
It
the
says,
song.
I pray for you if you doubt my ability. 'Cause I'm not bound by fear. We broke those chains, no captivity.
Right.
See, I'm steady when I run my race. I'm heavy in my own lane. 2019, I decided to chase this dream. I saw the possibility. I know.
Yay.
It all comes from the
Comes
I
from you
am.
knowing it.
Like,
Yeah.
I know what I'm selling. I know what I'm trying to preach to people.
Amazing.
And if you know it and you believe it, then who else is gonna say it's not true?
right.
Like the guy who says I'm a Rolex guy, like me,
Rolex
I'm
guy.
a chapati guy.
They know
And then
for
you
sure.
walk up there and then you see what he's doing, you see what he's saying, and then you say, no, you're not. Then you are the delusional
You're the
one.
problem,
You're
yeah.
the problem. You're the mad one.
Right.
So I feel like it should be rooted in people knowing exactly who they are, or rather who they
And
want to
owning
be,
it.
and then owning it. Wear it on your shirt if
You
should.
must, yeah. Okay, amazing. We have limited time, so I'll have to.
No, we don't.
Oh, we do. Oh, good. I feel like I still have so much to ask and share and learn from you and pick from you, but we have to call it to an end. Thank you for
Okay.
coming. Thank you for sparing your time, your busy time, because last year Nyege is so far away. Only to think I invited you last year is crazy. I thought. Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean,
it's just a very long time.
everything happens when
At
it
the
should
right
happen.
time.
Yeah, like I don't. I don't fault myself. Like I said, I'm not in the business of denying myself the pleasures of existence.
Right.
And one of those pleasures is understanding that everything happens when it should.
I have curiously two questions, yeah? Okay. Mostly one broken down to two. If you were to create a band in Uganda, who would be the top 5 artists that you would not miss on the band, minus yourself?
I'll be the lead singer, of course.
Yeah, that's why I said minus yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
On
And
the-
you'll have
on-
to tell why, of course.
Guys, if you don't know these people, go and make your research.
Right.
There's a solo guitarist called Johnny Nyang. Super amazing. I've worked with him a couple of times. He's the one who did Mvawala. If you listen to Mvawala, that's Johnny Nyang. Then number 2, Robin Malinga on the bass.
Right.
I don't know. Again, if you don't know Robin Malinga, go do your research. Do your research.
Right.
Amazing bassist. That's number 2. 3 on the production, I would say Abasa Remereza. Very good friend of mine. He has been guiding me ever since I joined this music industry.
Right.
I owe so much to him. But then I also know that he knows so much. Like, he studied all this stuff. He went to Romania, went to Europe. Like,
Took his time with it.
he knows what he's doing. That's number 3. Number 4. Number 4, I would say there's a lady called Niwe Akine. She's my sister. I really love her. She's an amazing writer, amazing copywriter.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So if it came to the lyrics, I know she would
She
make
would
sure the
nail it.
band
Yeah.
has
True.
So like, and then my fifth person would be Axon. I've worked with Axon. Like, Axon is not even a band player. I don't even think he should be in a band, but just for the sake of, what he does and what he brings to the table,
You would have him there.
he's such an amazing guy.
Nice.
Such an amazing artist. Shout out to you, Axon. I know you're doing amazing things. So yeah, even DJ Boogie here. DJ Boogie, I would call him. You'd also be part of mine.
You've added him like a by the way.
It's not a by the way, he's never.
If he hadn't showed up, you wouldn't say nothing, yeah?
But yeah, Boogie, I appreciate you. Straight up.
Right.
But yeah, that would be my top 5 band. Not everyone has to be on stage, because I learned that not everyone has to be at the front. There are some people who make things happen and they are not destined to be at the
To be
front.
in the front, yeah.
Some guys make things happen in the back.
Wow.
So, again, perfecto.
Okay, to cut our conversation short, you're going to go ahead and tell us something interesting, something fun, something that people probably don't know about you, that you want them to know, basing on how you feel today.
I don't want them to know very many things about me.
Yeah, just give us one.
There's some new music coming out.
Yay.
And you're going to be very excited. Also, love is overrated. So,
Yeah, okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. And for everyone who's been listening, thank you for listening into Chai and Cocktails podcast. Obviously, we did
there was no chai the whole podcast.
Well, chai is what you were doing, actually. The concept is...
Oh, the tea.
The tea, yes. But
I get
because
that.
chai makes it feels...
I get that.
Yes.
I get that. And then these are the cocktails.
These are the cocktails. Okay. Yeah. So you've been listening to Chai and Cocktails podcast, and obviously we do not choke on it, so don't choke on it. And keep listening to Chai and Cocktails podcast. Make sure to subscribe, to like, to share, to comment, and make sure that all your friends are listening too. And obviously follow him if you still don't follow him, and listen to his music if you still don't.
I have a brand new album out called Remember. It's no longer new, but to you, it
Was
will
not
be.
listened in, yeah.
Just make sure you check it out. It's on Apple Music, it's on Spotify, it's on YouTube. Just type it out. Ruebembera. If that's a bit too hard, just type out Kohen Jaycee. That's Kohen Jaycee. And then you'll be introduced to a wide spectrum of music that I know is going to make you think about what the hell you've been doing. So make sure you check out that music, share it with your friend, share it with your ex, share it with your next.
Right.
Let's just make this a whole big community.
Exactly. You've been listening to me and my amazing co-host, Kohen Jaycee. I am Fassie Tawu, and don't choke on it.
You already know.